Hi, and happy Monday. I'm Sharon Dingus, for those of you who don't know me, and I'm going to welcome you to my very first virtual office hours. And I'll be expanding this as I go forward, and will likely change the format of this so I can actually go LinkedIn Live. What I'll be doing is giving you a little bit of an overview of the full product launch of my Fit Facility Training Challenge. If we take a look at this, and let me see if I can share my screen in a somewhat elegant manner, we'll see. Again, going completely ad hoc on this. My training classes are not ad hoc because you're paying for these. They're a professional service, and I want to make sure that you have the absolute best experience possible with those. However, for this, I just want to be messy middle. Let's just go live. Let's have some fun with this because I like to do that. And if you take a look on the screen right now, this is the format for the Fit Facility Challenge. And so it will be a 4-week session. This one that I have pulled up happens to be kicking off this Thursday, April 3rd. And what happens is it is a 4-week session. And what it does is it builds progressively. So we're going to begin FIT, so facility infrastructure, right? So what are the systems and the equipment that exist in typical buildings, right? So we'll take a look at that, go into that. Why does it matter to know that when you are looking at high performance buildings or even buildings in general these days? What if you want to actually take advantage of some utility energy efficiency upgrade rebates? This applies to you as well. So week 1 is facility infrastructure. We'll be going over that. Week 2 then goes into facility information, and that is next week, April 10th. And that goes to, all right, we've got these systems, we have this equipment that's in there. What kind of information do we get from those systems, right? Why does it matter? Typically these days you're spending a lot of money. Are you getting the bang for the buck, right? The value for the dollar. Week number 3, so that's April 17th, is facility integration. So great, you've got these silos of hopefully control, silos of information in your building, silos of systems and equipment. But are they silos? I keep using the word silos because in many cases they are standalone, as in the lighting control system, if you have one, or even the lights may not, or they might talk well with the HVAC systems. If you've set things up, even with a programmable thermostat, you can keep it simple if you have a small building. Or if you've got a larger building with your energy management system, your facility management system, your building management system. And it's time for a little coffee. Regardless of how you want to describe it, if you would like to have a high performance building, if you would like to save on the cost of energy, and we all do, why would you use extra energy if you don't need to? So with this, when we take a look at that integration side of things, is why not have your programmable starting? I've got people in the building at 8 a.m., so we'll start cooling it down. Say maybe 6 a.m. we go occupied, kind of occupied pre-cool if I'm in Arizona, so we want pre-cooling. But when you bring on the HVAC, why not also allow the lighting to go on, right? And perhaps even more importantly is at the end of the day, when the people leave the building, shut down or go to unoccupied standby or unoccupied set points for your HVAC system and turn off lights. If you don't need lights on in a certain area, don't have them on overnight. Now, week number 3 goes into let's make the rubber hit the road and integrate the information, but let's also not get carried away with it, right? Because in today's world, integration costs money and we want to be as efficient as possible. So sitting back and determining where might it make sense to integrate these systems, to share information between systems, whatever that happens to be. And finally, in week number 4, which is April 24th, is when we bring it all together. So if you're joining me for this, what you may be doing, you're someone who's involved with owning, operating, or occupying a building, or You might be someone, you might be an HVAC contractor, you might be a property management company, might be a real estate company. You could be any number of these roles, right? And you also care about a fit facility. Again, the infrastructure, the information, the integration. And so week number 4, that's 3, 4, week number 4, what we'll do is let's put together a roadmap. Let's put together a plan for your facility. There are some very simple things and straightforward things that can be done to immediately see improvements, right? And then as you go forward, what are the opportunities along the way? I brought many products to market over the years, whether they're physical products or software products or services. And one of the key things is developing a product roadmap. So do you have a roadmap for your facility? And your facility could be an office, just an office space, right? Just a one room that you occupy. It could be a floor if you're in a multi-story building. It could be the building, it could be multiple buildings, it could be a global series of buildings. Whatever it is, the fit facility system works for you. So I invite you to check out and actually register for my fit facility training.